Alright, what's up Dragon Brood? Today, we're going to take a look at vampires. We haven't played those in a minute, but we did get a new one with the release of Aftermath, so I figured it's at least worth taking a look at it and see if this one card does enough to bring vampires to the forefront. Alright, so the new vampire we're talking about here is Mardu Vampire. It is a 2/2 for 3, which doesn't sound like much. It gives your other vampires +1/+1. It does have lifelink, which is pretty nice, and it has Convoke, so you could play it cheaply with your other cards, which is cool. And it has Madness for 3. Now, the cool part about this is because of the Madness ability, you can sacrifice this, or I guess discard it, to something like a blood token, and then actually use your creatures to cast it, which is pretty sweet. And because it has Convoke, you can actually use Convoke to pay the Madness cost. So that's actually kind of a cool interaction, and I hope it comes up a few times, because it could be pretty nifty. Now, there is one of the other new cards from the previous set, or I guess technically March of the Machines, the first half of this set. I don't know how we're classifying that. But anyway, this is actually Voldaren Thrillseeker. We've thought about putting it in a few other lists, and I think I played it in one. But here it actually makes a lot of sense because it is actually a vampire on top of giving us another finisher. Because a lot of times, you'll be able to get a creature to 4, 5, even 6 power. Then being able to attack with this and then fling it for the difference will end a lot of games that way. Also gives you kind of another bit of spot removal if you need it to pick off something that's 1 to 3 toughness. Give you some different combat tricks. So I like what it's bringing to the table here. Now we're also going to be splashing to play Edgar because Edgar is really good pumping your vampires. And I think we need as many of those effects as we can. So I think Edgar's going to check a few boxes for us. And it isn't bad against sweepers and gives at least a little bit of defense in that regard. We're also going to play Anja. We have quite a few things that are going to make some blood tokens, and Anja being a finisher to just like drain your opponent for a couple of life here or there could be pretty good, and if nothing else, it's a big 4/5 body, so I think that's fine too. One of the other cards we're going to play with today that people might not be as familiar with is Voldaren Bloodcaster. It's a 2/1 flyer for 2, and every time a vampire dies, you get a blood token. Now, the cool part is, once you get to 5 blood tokens, then you're able to flip this over, it becomes a 3/3, and your blood tokens become bats. How often is that going to happen? Probably not very often, to be honest with you. I think there's going to be enough sweepers and spot removal that we're just not going to get to that level. However, getting all of those blood tokens, being able to use them with something like Anja, or make it easier to remove stuff with a Blood Tithe Harvester, something like that, I think could be very good. And again, being able to have more discard outlets and be able to use like the Mardu Baron, I think all that's going to kind of play into each other. And if nothing else, this at least gives us a couple creatures we can fly over the top with. But anyway, those are going to be the key cards in today's deck. We're going to see if these help us actually compete on the standard ladder. As always, if you haven't yet, please hit that like button because boy, this takes a lot of work to come up with things like this to make it work. And that helps the video be seen by a bunch of people. Additionally, if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, enjoy the games. Full deck list will be at the end of the video. We'll talk about what we played and what we learned. Alright, we'll keep it. We at least can do stuff with this. How good of stuff we can do, I think, is debatable, but it's stuff nonetheless. And at least against red, on some level, if you can at least make blockers to match their blockers, it's not a bad thing. The issue here, though, is some red decks are still playing the deal 1 damage to everything. And if they are, you end up in these situations where you can't really play things with 1 toughness. It gets kind of dicey. I think we're just going to play this. Because again, the 1 toughness thing, I'd rather have something that survives it. Also a chance to chump block here reasonably, which is nice. Don't know that we will, but we can. Alright. You got it. If you're attacking, I'm blocking. Make no mistake. We are definitely in the business of blocking there. Let's go here. Just because next turn we can cast 2 things. And leave that option up a little bit. Alright, they are digging. Kenra. I definitely need to shoot that. So let's play this. And this to kill that. And we're going to attack for 3. And then we'll figure out what the rest of this looks like going from here. Got the opponent down to 4 cards effective. Alright. I'm going to deal 1 to our flyer. That's fine. We can live with that. Haste creature to hit one of the battles. Nope. Okay. That's... I mean, we're at 10 life, so it's still dangerous, but that's not a terrible spot to be in here. Alright. Do have to be careful that they could haste in and kill that plus attack, so I don't know how much we care. Probably not that much, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead and just play this. And I'm going to put counters. I'm going to put counters here. See how much I regret that later. But I mean, now we connect once and then we can fling it. So they can't even all out attack here, really. Alright. You got a thing. Sure. It is a 5/5 though, which is real. I think I'm just going to fling this and hit the thing so they can't get easy damage on us from here. Let's go ahead and fling one of these into the yard. And we find... okay, that's a little bit of something. And actually, we can use the Voldaren Estate to make another blood token. So, yeah, let's just play this pass, because we're not going to crack the blood tokens here. This doesn't make sense to. And this has what? Night Repair, deal that much, deal 2 instead. Okay. Well, that's not so exciting. That's bad for us. I mean, we'll double block. Alright, they didn't want us to double block, apparently. Well, they probably should have, because they're going to lose that to the Harvester anyway here. Oh, they're not, though. We get to save the Harvester now. And we attacked, and they have to block. Or else they're just dead. Come on, opponent. You gotta block. You gotta block. Oh, no. Opponent, why? That's, yeah. Okay, well, I guess we just fling it at the opponent? Maybe they forgot? Okay. Yeah, sure. Figure this has to be good enough to do something with. Okay, well, that's a somewhat promising start. I feel like if we try this, then this dies. We just feel so bad about it. So I'd rather just attack in the turn. Don't know if we're going to do anything productive, but, you know, something's better than nothing, I guess. Let's lightning strike that. I was thinking about if we were doing it on our turn, but wouldn't have near the mana to take advantage of this. I'm going to do this because we probably need to be able to fling something at some stage. We'll decline because we can't really play it. And we really... oh my gosh. Alright, well now I'll do it because if it just dies, it dies. And we're wrecked anyway. We're pretty toast. At least if this is Shieldred, we get one more hit in. Alright. Still no land. Golly. Man, our hand was decent, too. That sucks. Another one? Oh, Trespasser. Alright. Still looking for land. That's something. I'll take it. Now the decision is, well, you know what? Yeah, I guess so. This is we're just not having extra land sucks. It would be nice to attack, threaten the opponent, then fling it, but that's just not going to be a thing. Alright, they're blocking at least. So that's something. Did they find the removal? Fable. Fable can block, though. Alright, we are finding mana, but that might solve our problems. Get rid of that. Attack and then fling. Toss this at the opponents. Whoa, cancel. That only gets the ability for the turn it's out. Totally forgot. That's okay, though. We're going to go with this. This card maintains the ability on itself. But let's see what the opponent does here. They're at 6. We still have outs. I've been seeing this card, this Breach of the Multiverse, show up a little more than makes me comfortable. People are really doing some stuff with that. If it's just Invoke Despair, we might be okay. Because we can sacrifice this for a creature, that for an enchantment. They only get 1 card, we lose 2 life. Yep, still good. Alright. Don't know how we got there, being stuck on 2 forever, but there you go. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's keep it. Guess we're just gonna be playing this little vampire socialite by itself and hoping for the best. I have a feeling it's probably gonna get a gory death, but that's okay. I say that though, the opponent might just be an all-out. Well, it doesn't really matter here anyway, because if we don't get a mana, we're not gonna be able to play anything else. Well, we're not gonna play anything else anyway, because we kind of have to kill that, or things get out of control. So, sure. Much as I would have liked to have done other things. Seems responsible. Combat Thresher, sure. Alright. And that has double strike, but we also have menace. Trying to figure out what we're playing around here, I think is kind of my issue. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cancel that. I'd rather attack and then have this be a 3/3. Even though it's less damage here. I'd rather take the growing option. And that's more life gain down the road. If things work out in our favor, obviously. There's quite a few ifs there. Alright, now we're dealing with the big, where it is, like 5/5 or whatever. That will also double strike. Oh, no. Well, it comes back at the end of the turn, double striking. So it's all good. Oh, 3/3. Sorry. Thought it was bigger than it was. Alright, let's go with this. Yeah. Otherwise, I can't really attack with both of them. Alright. We're at 16. We're going to take a big hit here, most likely. Though, blocking with Edgar isn't terrible. Yeah, same. Still kind of puts us in the same boat. They're going to get a bunch of life. So it is what it is. Alright. Didn't get another land, which would have been at least somewhat helpful here. Now it's just, do we want to try to stop the most damage? Do we want to gain the most life? They're going to hit us for 16, 17, 18, 19. We play a thing. We can stop 3 of it. So it's 16. We're attacking for 6. We're not going to get in for enough. Even gaining 5 isn't going to help. That's only 11. I'm trying to think what this looks like. Actually, no, we gain 7, so it's 13. Yeah, we're still dead. Man, actually, if we had another... Well, we just drew that, though. Yeah, not much we can do, really. Yeah, let's go for it. Not with that, we won't. You know what? I'm going to gamble here. And if we don't find untapped land, so be it. Because I know normally I'm supposed to play that first, but you know what? We might get punished. If this is mono blue, we're probably not going to resolve a creature. Okay, it's not. I was going to say, if it's mono... Ooh, never mind. We have to kill that anyway. So that really doesn't change much. Alright. Do they have another? They don't, but they get to make 2 1/1s, which is a real thing. Boy, really needed a land there. Alright, guess we're going with this. Just so we can make some unfortunate blocks, sadly. Another one that makes 2 more bodies. Okay. But they are not attacking still. Well, alright. I guess we do this. I mean, our hand's great, but no land to do anything. At least, I guess at least if I had played Socialite, they would have to double block it or something. Alright, now they have a Thopter. So we will have to eventually deal with a Thopter somehow. I mean, I guess we could just block the Thopter. Sure. And I guess also could just kill the Thopter. I don't know. Probably not worth it. We'll pass. Actually, this isn't bad. We'll pass. Because I can discard the Baron after blocking and then just have a bunch of a bigger blocker to take out the Thopter. So it's like that, make some little ones. Okay. Are we about, what are we gonna die to here? Like, I feel like I'm about to die to something silly. They're gonna stoke the flames. Alright, that's fair. Alright, you got it. Have Convoke. You untap 3 creatures. It's still just a 3/3 though, so... I mean, I dig what the opponent's doing, but that's kind of a lot of work to not get a lot, you know? Alright, I'm gonna sack this. Discard that. And we will tap, tap, tap. Got a land. Okay, we will attack with this. Play this. And then just shoot this. Okay. In the turn. I think after this we can start attack. I mean, I don't know. They have 9 blockers. So, I mean, that's still rolling. Alright, damage is triple. Fortunately, I have 4 toughness things. So, I mean, that helps, I guess. Can't block with that, though. So, we have 3, 6, 9? Sure. Alright. Now we do have to be careful because we have damage lands now, so this is actually real. Wait, no, the opponent's dead. They're 13. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of see what the opponent was doing now. Like using these to get the cheap creatures and then playing a bunch of Convoke things. So I kind of dig it. And then if you're doing triple damage, it almost doesn't matter you're attacking with just 1/1s. The problem is 1/1s die to so much stuff right now, I wouldn't rely on that plan. But I like what they're doing, though. It's a cool idea. Oh, Mulligan? I don't know how I felt about that. That was weird. We will keep this. I'm going to get rid of... Man. I'm going to get rid of Florian. That's tough, but I kind of want the extra blood tokens. Hopefully we get land by the time we need it with Anja. Maybe we find something that pumps our team. That sort of helps. We'll attack. Alright, what you got for us? Probably a dead harvester is what they got. But let's see. Kind of the same thing. Alright, well, get your attacks on, friend. Play this out there. And the turn. Alright, Brotherhood's in, sure. Why wouldn't it be? Alright. At least now we can start throwing lands or whatever to blood tokens. Spirited Companion. And another ossification. Sure. You know what? Let's just pass here. Because we can pseudo-flash this into play with the Madness ability. And just see what the opponent does here. Yeah, they just saw our land, but that means they likely can't do anything to this either. Ooh, Quintorius. Alright. That's a thing. Yep. Make a 3-2. Discard that. And we will play it. And then we get to draw, which doesn't help us. Ugh, gross. Alright, that's kind of all we can do, really, though. Alright. Man, needed a removal card seriously there. Not having that hurts. Alright. So we're just going to get that back, replay it, wipe the board out. Makes sense. Yep. Can't fault you for that. Makes a lot of sense. Restoration. Alright, get rid of this other Voldaren estate that we don't need. They can pay however. Okay, that's a thing. Ah, dang it. Alright, well we gotta kill that. Can't let him run rampant. Pass the turn. I mean, on the plus side, they've used 2 ossifications already. They will be getting their little dude back and drawing a card, though, I imagine. Sunfall. All of these exile things. Alright, there's another Spirited Companion. And another Quintorius. Okay, well, it is what it is. Wow, and we got no help there. Ugh, that sucks. I don't even, like, ugh. Alright. I'm just gonna give this up. Like, we're not coming back from this. Ugh. Oh, boy. Yeah, I guess we keep it. I'm just kind of thinking about, like, where this possibly goes. But, I mean, I guess we do this. I mean, there's no cut down at least, so there's that. Okay, we get a little bit of action going here. We attack. At least turn this into a 3/3. See if that matters. Okay, Graveyard Trespasser. Alright. We can live with that. The dicey part here is... Oh, man. I was just thinking if we got an untapped land, but we didn't. I think... Oh, are we supposed to just play this and attack with Socialite? I mean, the other part of the... Yeah, I guess we just try it. What the... Actually, hold on. Hold on. Because if we kill that... I'd only have 2 mana left with this ability. I could play this, though. And then tap, cast this. And then attack. Like, that's a thing. Okay, let's try that. And then tap this and this. And then attack. So, I mean, we get our choice of what to kill. I'm probably taking out the Blood Tithe Harvester. And I'm kind of okay with how that went. So now I have a sizable flyer if this is like a Shieldred or something. Also, we can still kill a Shieldred. We didn't have to waste our Go for the Throat. Now, the other option was... Well, no, because that land came into play tapped. Never mind. We really didn't have all that many choices last turn. They may want to kill our Barons. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. I'm just going to attack with the 4/3 flyer here. See if they want to kill that. Because the answer might be yes. Alright, Hero's Downfall on that. Makes sense. I'm going to... Am I going to play this? Man. Ugh. The problem I have here is if they play Brotherhoods in, we are wrecked if we play that. So I'm just going to end the turn. No, actually, maybe I should have, because I would have flipped the werewolf back as well. And that would have been a big deal. Because then they would have killed their own creature too. So yeah, I probably could have got away with that. But we'll see. I was gonna say, if the opponent attacks here, we really don't mind. Alright, we're going to shoot this. And probably just discard this Caves of Koilos. Alright. Anything else? No. Don't really care for that card. No kill spell? I was going to say, oh, they didn't have it. Wow. Alright. Well, now, if this resolves, we get a little bit of protection from sweepers. Okay. Come on. Alright, so that's nowhere near the worst thing that could have happened. Cool. Opponent's at 11. We're at 23, so we have at least some wiggle room here. And we have 2 cycle effects from the blood tokens. So I'm assuming they need a kill spell. Okay, there's one. And something here, whatever and something is. That guy. Alright, that works. We are going to scrap one of these blood tokens. Get rid of that. Maybe Anja? That would be nice here. You're not terrible. You ain't bad either. Alright. So we attack. And I could discard this harvester. But I'm trying to, like, what would I draw? Other than something like Anja, I'm not sure what else I would even want to draw here. So, man, I feel like I'm going to gamble. If they have it, they have it, I guess. Feels like a little bit of a reach. I probably should have just discarded to the Falcon Wrath Fighter, but we'll see what they got. Because, man, a Brotherhood's End here is rough. If they attack, I'm blocking straight up. So, I mean, that's a given. And our Blood Tithe Harvester can clear the way of most things, outside of maybe like Shieldred. Not to say we won't find something that produces a blood token as well, though. Alright, so they're getting rid of that. Which feels like that means they're playing some things here that are going to let them block. Okay, that doesn't solve the problem yet. Oh, no, they will gain 2, though. So they go to 10. So now we need a removal card or something that also pumps our team. That is neither of those things. So now what do we want to do? What can we do? I mean, I guess we could have just attacked with Blood Tithe Harvester. That's a plan. Though, I say that, they would just crew the Bank Buster instead of give us Shieldred. So that's not really any good. Just thinking, if we attack, either way, they block, probably Harvester with that. Take 7, go to 3. Can we kill them after that? Because they block here, take 9. We kind of don't care. Alright, I'm going to attack with all of it. And just kind of say, if this is what we got, this is what we got. I don't know what else to do with this. When you block that, I don't get any extra cards. And then we're put in a situation where I might have to genuinely consider... Okay, so they're doing that. Whew, okay. They're going to take 7, go to 3. Sure. I think I'm just going to do this and see, can we find a lightning strike? We cannot. We dig again anyway. I mean, we have the life. We're not worried about Shieldred at this point. Oh, we did it! We did it! Oh, got there. Oh. Boy. Sure, I guess. No turn 1 thing, but this isn't the worst it could have been by any stretch. Ugh, and of course, there it is, right? Okay, no cut down in our face, so that's kind of good, I guess. Not to say that this doesn't just auto-die here. Sure. Oh, they found a cut down after the fact, I guess. I guess we're going to go here. And here. And if we get a land, we still have several options. What do we want to do with this, actually? We kill the dude with the harvester, save our lightning bolts for other things. Problem is, I don't even know what I'd want to discard. Because actually, not true. If I discard this, that's actually alright. So yeah, this actually helps us. In a weird way. Sure. Resolve. Discard this. Then play it. I mean, we don't get to attack here, but still mostly fine. Shieldred on deck? Nope, just killing our harvester. Fair enough. I can respect it. attack. Get us some life here. Play this. Play this. End the turn. Here comes Invoke Despair. No. Oh, it is Invoke Despair. Alright, cool. Get rid of this. Alright. Come on. Big money. No whammies. It's not great, not bad. End the turn. I'm gonna cut down that duder. Okay. She gone. She did a lot of heavy lifting. Invoke Despair. Sadly, probably has to be this. Just so we get access to more cards if we need it. Well, that was a thing. Alright. I mean, good news is we can kill a Shieldred with the Harvester if that were to happen. Oh, well, technically yes, just didn't think it would be that Shieldred. Alright, sack this. Boo! Alright, do I have enough things in my yard? 2, 4, 6. And they need us to have 8? Yeah, alright. I guess I just kill that. And I'm gonna crank through these, see if I can find something else. Alright, Anja, we'll see if you do anything. I doubt it, but, you know. Opponent's got 6 cards in hand, and they haven't played an extra land. I can't imagine none of those are quality removal. God, 3 Invoke Despair? Seriously? Alright, well, GG's. Alright, we'll keep it. Hey, we didn't get cut down. Nice. Like, small victories. Not saying he's going to survive here, but, you know. It's a thing. I'll attack, see if you want to trade. I would not be opposed to such things. Okay, they were willing to trade there. Then let's go with this just by itself. Fable, sure. Well, I kind of don't want to waste this, but I also kind of don't want them to attack with the Fable and have to deal with that a whole mess, so sure. Attack. Play one of these. Ooh, they had a lot of lands. Alright, Anvil. Sort of assume that was part of the mix somewhere in here. Yep. Drain us for 1 and get a 1/1. Looks like it. Nope, they're just getting the token here. And the Epicure. Alright, good news is we do have the Baron, so it's going to make it hard for them to have quality blocks there. Ooh, I kind of want that Florian, though. Ah. That sucks. I guess we got to stick with priorities, though, right? And we'll attack. Alright, so they're blocking with 1. I feel like I should play this other Epicure, but boy, why do I feel like there's a sweeper coming? Alright. Might just be a little paranoid there. They have so much mana here, though. They're thinking about the Oni Cult. All right, they're going to drain us. And what are we doing with the rest of this mana? Interesting. So if they were going to crack the blood token, they would have got another body here that they wouldn't have had to sacrifice. Which somewhat still benefits us. Oh, well that's nifty. It's a thing we weren't planning on happening. Wow. Really, I was genuinely not planning on that. Okay, let's do that then. I mean, I guess if I put the counters here, I can attack with everything. Oh, you're going to shoot our Baron anyway. Oh, well, we didn't even have a shot. Look at that. That's what I get for being greedy, I guess. Oh, they had another removal card over there? For reals? Alright, let's go this token. At least now they don't have any artifacts. And then they'll just have to choose here. And what's funny is, I almost feel like wherever I would have put the counters, it wouldn't have mattered. Because they would have killed it. Because I was thinking about putting it on the Socialite initially. And it's kind of better, even though we lost the +1/+1s, right? It's actually kind of better because they're going to have a harder time dealing with the Socialite in more situations. Because of the menace. Speaking of situations like exactly this. We're going to attack. See if they got something. Alright, I'm going to run this out there, I guess. Even though I should be setting up to try to kill that reflection. But, you know, greed and all that. Oh, they had another one. Wow. Alright. I'm assuming their hand is just more removal? Like, if you didn't play anything, I have to assume, right? Alright, they're blocking with the reflection. That's usually a good sign for us. So I'm willing to start investing in some other things here. Alright, play this. So it's going to make the Harvester a 4 toughness. Alright. That's a pretty good setup. Unless they have, like, burned down the house, but it looks like they don't. Alright, we're going to kind of get right into the deck list here so we can get into the breakdown and strategy section pretty quick. So, we've got 2 Gift of the Fangs, 4 Falconwrath Pitfighter, 4 Voldaren Epicure, 2 Go for the Throat, 2 Bloodcaster, 3 Lightning Strike, 4 Blood Tithe Harvester, 4 Socialite, 4 of the new Baron Markov, or Markov Baron, I should say, 2 Voldaren Thrillseeker, 2 Florian, 2 Edgar, 2 Aja, 2 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, 3 Mountain, Sekinzin, 2 Caves of Koilos, 4 Blackleaf Cliffs, 2 Haunted Ridge. Lost my space there. There we go. 3 Sulphur Springs, 2 Battlefield Forge, 2 Mishra's Foundry, and 3 Voldaren Estate. Now, one of the things I want to mention here is, while we were able to win some games, I think I'm going to hurt some people's feelings and say I don't think we should be playing vampires right now. The problem with it is I feel like you get caught in these situations of where, at least in the deck building portion, you're either having to play a lot of weird defensive removal, whatever, but then that takes away from you being able to do anything to take advantage of having a bunch of vampires, right? Whether you want to play something around blood tokens, or maybe you want to play something around just pumping your creatures and going wide. Like, and there's no big payoff, I don't think. Like, even in green, you can get to like a Vorinclex or, I don't know, a big Tyrannus Rex or whatever. Red at least has the damage to come over the top. Like, I don't know if this deck has the combination of speed, power, or quality of removal finishers that a lot of creature decks need to have. The other side of it, too, is this deck kind of has no way to defend its creatures. Like, at least green has, like, Tyvar Stand, Tameo Safekeeping, whatever, right? White has now multiple things that can protect creatures, and blue obviously has counters, and but I don't know when you have the combination of blue and red, or I mean black and red, if you can actually protect your stuff. Now we are splashing white, but that's only for a couple of cards, so we can't lean on that. So I think the deck is actually pretty fun, and there's some neat interactions with the discard of the blood tokens and the Markov Baron, but ultimately, is that great. I've talked with a couple other creators, and they hadn't found a quality vampire list yet. So while it's neat, I mean, if you're in the play queue, I say go for it. If you just need to knock out your stuff casting some red and black spells, great. But I don't think I would go for it on the ladder. Now that said, are there other things we could play? Like maybe Sorin could work, or the 2/3 vampire, like when a creature 2 or less comes into play, you could draw a card, like maybe. But then we start leaning toward being a more defensive deck, and some of those things don't necessarily work well together with the Baron making your creatures too big so you wouldn't get the cards. And there's just, I think unfortunately the vampires as a whole don't cohesively work, but this could be something to keep your eye on going into beginning of next year when we go back to Ixalan that we know has a lot of vampires. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Captivating Vampire. Mostly because this is the kind of card I was kind of hoping we would have, maybe. But I mean, even that said, this card's really neat. I don't think it necessarily would even work in standard right now with all the sweepers and the spot removal. However, this is a very scary card in Commander when somebody's playing a vampire deck and you're kind of dodging this card, because once they start doing anything that's making vampire tokens or just getting multiple creatures in their play, now they just get to start stealing stuff. And that's actually really damn good. And on top of that, it gets to pump all your other vampires, which is just cool. And surprisingly, this is one of the more expensive vampires these days, coming in at a whole whopping $8. And if you enjoyed today's deck list and you're looking for something else to play that has a little bit of a creature theme to it, check out this one because you'll probably like it quite a bit more. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.